Hello everyone and welcome to another video of documents in PMP. Now we have already discussed pre-initiation, initiation, planning. Today we are going to discuss execution. Now although most of the documents and plans were made in the planning, but all the work is being done at the execution. Execution is where the real work is happening, and as a result, the most important document or the things that are produced are deliverable. Deliverable is something that is basically produced, and you are measuring your entire project on the basis of deliverable. Sometimes deliverable is a artifact or a document that get updated. You show it to the client, and if it meets the quality management plan, then the deliverable can becomes verified deliverable. If it does not meet the quality management plan, then you raise a change request. Now here another document comes. In order to raise the change request, you have to have change log. All the changes in the predictive environment must be put into the change log. It's an important thing to understand and master in the PMP. Another important document that is created in the execution is issue log. We have already discussed risk register, which is if anything that is identified, it is put in the risk register. Anything that occurred and we did not had plan for it, we put it into the issue log. There are steps when a problem occur. Step number 1, problem occurred, you put it into issue log. Step number 2, you do the root cause analysis, which is a fancy word to say that identify why this thing actually happened, what was the reason behind it. Okay, reason behind it, why we could not identify it before. So that is root cause analysis. And then you see, do you need to raise a change request? If you need to raise a change request, you raise a change request, you implement it, you implement that change request, and then you update issue log. Update issue log. Then another interesting thing, if that issue can occur in the same project, you update risk register. If that issue can occur in the future project, you update lesson learn register, and then at the end you put into the lesson learn repository. So this is actually the steps of how to handle the issue. Okay, in addition to that, work performance data is being produced in the execution. Work performance data is the raw information, like why something is happening, what is the purpose, what is the status of our deliverable. Okay, it's a raw information. So every department, and we already know department can be like in knowledge areas, scope, schedule, cost, quality, procurement, stakeholder, risk, and so many others. So they produce, everybody has something, they get the work performance data. When the work is done, the work performance data is produced. And we will discuss further into the monitoring and control. Everyone produce their work performance information, which get combines in monitoring and control into work performance report. So that's an important thing to understand how data is created in the execution, and then monitoring and control, it is converted into work performance information and report. So this is the how the raw data basically passes through the entire project, how the work is being done. So let's look at some of the other important thing. For example, let's go with the quality. In quality, we make quality reports. These quality reports give us the information, kind of a status of the quality, how many defects have occurred, how many problems have been solved, and things like that are covered in the quality reports. If we talked about the procurement area, here is the actually thing where bidder conference happen. bidder conference happening, and finally you get agreement. You sign the agreement. It can be initially letter of intent and finally agreement, but the purpose is that everything now which is done, how the deliverables will be produced, how execution is going to be done, how the things are going to be handled, everything must be written into the agreement. Agreement is kind of the most important thing in this process. Okay, so let's see what happens in risk in this process. In risk, we still head over, we do the audit, of course, at this process, and most importantly, we implement the agreed risk when the triggered occur. Okay, the triggered occurred, we implement the agreed risk response that has been discussed before, and we update the risk register in this process maybe also. Okay, so the most important thing is the risk can be identified, which will be put into the risk register, but the most important thing is you implement the risk response. If I put execution here into the previous PMP, and we have scope, schedule, cost, quality, stakeholder, communication, resource, procurement, and risk. So the work is being done, so no much document are produced in the scope side, not much in the schedule side, not in the cost side. We have already discussed in quality reports are being produced, and then in case stakeholders, your plan is being implemented, so the plan is same plan is being updated. In communication, same communication plan, and we have communication reports here, or also known as project communication. That's a document that is communicated to every person throughout the project what things are happening right now. Then resource or team topic, this is a very important topic for resource. Here the RACI metrics will be implemented. Here we will have team management plan, staffing management plan, how the team is acquired, developed, handled. Team charter, a very important document. Team charter that will be talked about the rules, regulations, values, vision, mission of the team will played here. You will identify the strength and weaknesses, and you will set the ground rules here. And you will of course look out that is there any conflict among the team. You will handle those conflict and look into that, work towards those conflict, and yeah, this will be in the team topic or resource topic. Then procurement we have already discussed, and risk we have already discussed. So this is basically what happens in documents in execution. If you are watching this video as the first video, I do recommend the watch the pre-initiation where we covered business case, benefit management plan, and things like that. Then initiation, charter, stakeholder, then a lot of plans in the planning, and now this is execution. Next will be monitoring and control, and then closing. So I hope this video added value to you. If you liked it, do put something comments that how did you like it, any aha moment for you, you loved it, or it can be improved in any way. Always love to know that. And if you are watching at this YouTube channel for the first time, do hit that like and subscribe button. And if you are preparing for a PMP program and you want my support, feel free to contact us on this number or on this email. We had 464 PMP last year, and already in 2023 we already have more than 50 plus PMP. So thank you very much for watching, and best of